Trillions wiped out in a single day. That is what the headline said. The first time I read that, my palms went sweaty. I opened my portfolio app, stared at the red numbers, and felt sick. But then a thought hit me, a question I'd never actually stopped to ask before. Where did that money actually go? Did it just disappear? So if the news claims the global market lost $2 trillion today, where exactly did that physical cash go? Did someone steal it? We tend to map the logic of our personal checking accounts onto the global economy. We assume the stock market is a giant steel bank vault, and when the market drops, we think someone is physically withdrawing piles of cash and emptying the room. Identifying the flaw in this bank vault logic changes how you experience a crash. The panic evaporates once you see how the auction actually works. The stock market is a massive high-speed auction. It functions as a 24/7 voting machine where millions of participants constantly decide on the current price tag of a company. Imagine you own a house. Last year, an appraiser told you it was worth $500,000. You felt great. But fast forward 1 year, the local real estate market softens, and a new agent tells you they would only list it at $450,000. Did $50,000 physically disappear from your bank account? No, the house is the same. The walls, the roof, the kitchen, nothing physically changed. Corporate stocks operate on this same logic. A business keeps its factories and its employees even when the market has a bad Tuesday. The crowd simply changed its mind about the price tag based on temporary fear. That red balance on your brokerage app isn't a measure of stored cash, it is a reflection of the latest agreed upon auction price. If you buy a stock at $100 and it drops to $50, you are holding a paper loss. It looks terrible on a screen, but your bank account remains exactly the same. That hypothetical number only becomes real at the exact moment a panicked investor clicks sell. By doing that, you turn a $100 investment into $50 of physical cash. You lock it in. But the auction mechanism requires a counterparty. For you to dump that stock at $50, there has to be a buyer on the other side of the trade. The panic sellers run for the exit, throwing away their valuable jackets in the chaos. They just want out, while the patient buyers stand right there, quietly picking them up one by one for almost nothing. Every major market downturn is a massive transfer of ownership. Capital moves from those who let go of their assets out of fear to those who have the patience to acquire them. If this is just a transfer of assets, why do crashes feel so chaotic and destructive? The speed is driven by leverage. Massive hedge funds borrow billions from banks to amplify their buying power. When prices drop, banks demand cash, a margin call. Funds must involuntarily sell stocks. This forced selling drops prices, triggering margin calls at other funds. The cycle repeats. Liquidity dries up, letting prices free fall until the selling exhausts itself. This mechanical selling creates the illusion that money is evaporating. In reality, the buyers are just waiting for the spiral to finish before they step in. We saw this play out during the 2008 financial crisis. When Lehman Brothers collapsed, it acted like a fire alarm in a crowded room. Between September 2008 and March 2009, the broader market lost 50% of its value. If you had $100,000 invested, your screen showed $50,000. Investor A watched the news, let the fear take over, and sold everything at the bottom. They turned a temporary paper loss into a permanent real loss, leading to severe real-world consequences. Investor B absorbed the terrifying paper loss, held their nerve, and continued buying assets on the way down. By 2020, their wealth had more than quadrupled. The capital investor A lost in 2008 didn't disappear. It was systematically transferred straight into the portfolio of investor B in 2009. Headlines screaming about trillions being wiped out are selling an illusion. Mechanically, they are misrepresenting how value moves. That red number on your screen is just today's auction price. It is a reflection of current market mood, distorted by mass panic. When the next downturn hits, run a simple checklist. First, confirm if you actually need that cash right now. Second, recognize that terrifying headlines signal a buying opportunity for anyone who has done their research. A market crash moves assets into new hands. For the investor who understands this mechanism, these periods of panic become the most effective wealth-building windows in the modern economy.